Good evening, wherever you are in the world today. I hope you're absolutely fantastic. So, what I didn't actually pick up last week is the end of the cycle over here. And for that reason, I should have actually kept two setups going. But instead, I decided to sit back and wait for the market to develop. So, in terms of market structure, the next high has formed into the new cycle, which means that there is turning point structures back here that we need to set up correctly, or else it's just not good otherwise, right? So the first high of the cycle seems to be forming over here, and how that looks is maybe if I just delete all of these, I'll show you. Okay, trading view, delete. Okay, and delete. There we go. Going from this high to this low, then going from that low to this high, and then going from this high to this low, and then going from this low to this high. And how I know this would be from this formation that's taken, again, the next high into the new cycle. From here, we set up the next transition. If you're someone who's been, this is kind of just a side note, if you're someone who's been blindly following other people's signals and they've been telling you just to hold on and hold on and hold on and bull run incoming and all of this hype rubbish, you're going to see price get a lot worse before it gets better. By worse, I'm just going along with the hodlers, the holding crowd, the set and forget, the guys who just buy and just hope that they can get a better price for it than what they bought. And for those guys, you're going to have to realize that you didn't buy the bottom. The bottom is still coming, or the recent bottom, that is. And what I'm saying ahead of time is I'm foreseeing price entering the 40,000s on Bitcoin. And yeah, so just be aware of that. Okay, so on to the show we go. Now, while setting this up, you've heard me say many times before, you need to have structure and you need to have a system that you follow. I use MTOPS, Marcus, you can read it there. And therefore, what I normally require is to have a confirmed turning point to ensure that we're not working off something that was going to continue upwards. All right, so just let that be very clear before I get someone from Bangladesh, I'm just statistically speaking, complain that I'm changing my mind all the time. Like, confirmations need to happen in the market and we operate from those. Okay, so right now we're waiting for the confirmations and then we can put our capital forward with insight instead of that eagerness to get in just for the sake of having a trade open and so on. Last week was good if you're interested in learning about the power of patience and why it's so important into trading. That kind of stuff just doesn't go away. It's still very important day after. It's very important always. All right, so go back to that if you missed it and if you need to brush up. Going into the setup real quick, I'm just going to go very old school because I don't trust my eyesight right now, as I am so damn tired after the weekend that I prefer to rather work with a bit of accuracy instead. If this is the first high, which is seemingly correct, then I'm going to keep a rather reserved initial setup, as with market structure, like I make mention to, all of that kind of stuff. You got to follow step by step. Market structure suggests they're going to have if it's an early high, then it's going to be an early move down to the next low. While saying that out loud, I'm actually going to maybe expand it just a bit, and then top students will know how to do that. So you know what to look for. That's what you're seeing over here. And then we allow it to build out. And then from a time perspective, it's best to allow the price to choose and nominate a support and resistance line and then we can predict from there. So for the time being, let's make the target zone just for the time being here. And again, this is going to take us into the 40,000s. Let's see what tomorrow brings. That's it for right now. I hope the information that you find is valuable, or you find this information valuable rather. I've had a really successful Thursday, Friday last week. The AI code is making predictions on unseen data, which is quite difficult to do. And I'm very happy with the results so far. Today has been a bit slow in the market, so I didn't really want to let it go wild. And I think through the duration of this week, I'm going to be rather pleasantly surprised, as I was at the end of last week, with the predictions that it's making. So if you are someone who is tired of feeling the emotions of trading just ruin your life, even if you're right, even if you know how the markets operate, and you'd like to maybe become an investor, I guess, because the project's pretty much going to come to a close in the next few weeks for any external investments. As once it's running, I don't think any money needed from the outside world is going to be considered. So if you are someone who knows someone who would like to invest in the final stages of this project before investment opportunity doesn't exist, then I suggest that you reach out. I can show you how it all works, give you a demo and something. Yeah, I'm excited for it, as you can tell, because my brain's so broken from working so hard. I can't even find the words to convey this properly, but I hope you get the idea. Anyway, ciao for now, guys. I'll see you tomorrow.